私たちに任せて。ミカサ。
Heroic entrances are great. These dynamic entries set the tone so well that I made some videos to share some of my favourite ones from anime. But why not up the ante a little bit now? Why start with a single character entrance when we can shake things up a bit this time and focus on group entrances? Here are some of my favourite group entrances in shonen anime. By the end of it all, I do hope that this video will either refresh your memory on these awesome moments or give you a dose of adrenaline like they did with me when I first saw them. I think moving forward, these moment videos should have a default spoiler warning. With that being said, let's get on with the list. With Bleach 1000 Year War's first core finale and the stunningly great reception it got, I was reminded of this moment in the Fullbring arc. The Fullbring arc isn't an arc that people look back on fondly. Sure, it's got its fans, but it's also arguable that this is the arc where Bleach's popularity tanked relative to how big it was in the 2000s. Some people cite the change in formula. Others cite what it felt like after story filler Aizen had been defeated. Some people just plain miss the Shinigami. The latter, though, gets rectified in one of the best moments the arc gave us. It's a gripping moment after Ichigo gets betrayed and was at his lowest. Just when he thought even his dad and Urahara had betrayed him, he gets stabbed by a sword. Does that seem familiar? Call back to the first episode, but this time Rukia didn't come alone. Along with her were all the other Shinigami who had forged a deep bond with Ichigo, his biggest rivals and biggest friends, and Toshiro, who's there for reasons that 1000 Year Blood War shed light on. The whole thing felt like a great reunion between friends, and it's a great way to open up the finale of the arc, because sometimes it does take a little push from your comrades to rise from the depths of despair. Speaking of friends looking out for one another, the Black Ball's entrance is one of my favourite Black Clover moments. Now, while the arc surrounding this moment doesn't quite have as much of an emotional and story-wise stake for the main character as the Ichigo one, this one makes up for it with how badass and proactive it was. The Black Ball saving Finral was a moment that happened in a flash and was over with quickly, but told 1,000 words in the span of just a few seconds. There aren't a lot of main character groups and teams that are as fire-forged as the Black Balls. Their chemistry is impeccable, and the way they fiercely defend each other was exemplified in this moment. Finral may be quite the eccentric personality amongst the Black Balls, one who I wouldn't be surprised people find annoying at times. However, we're talking about a team where no one's left behind, and that's why Asta and the gang quickly step in such a manner, and you can really see with the look in their eyes that they're serious. Langris has gone too far, and they will make him pay for it. Sometimes it doesn't take a grand entrance to make a statement. Instead of giving some time to let that moment sink in, quick and to the point does the job just as well. Next is a rather underrated shonen. Night Parade of 100 Demons does sound really cool, which is part of the charm of the show when you find out that said Night Parade is a fun-loving group of yokai who live to party and have fun. Oh, and engage in clan wars too, since they're modelled after the Yakuza. The latter description is certainly what the rat demons saw when the group came knocking at their doorstep to rescue Kana and Yura. It's a chilling sight to enemies, one that emphasises the side of the Nura clan that most anime viewers don't get to see for much of Season 1's run. But here, they're all business, and Rikuo alone easily takes care of these rats like the small fries that they are. It's quite intimidating yet calming when it's all said and done, a perfect representation of Rikuo as a character. Nura is an underrated shonen. It's got 2 seasons, and while it ends in a cliffhanger, the journey is worth it. I do really wish more people watched it. Dynamic entries like these are best done by heroes, and there's no better group of people to do it than these guys, led by All Might. All Might leading the charge is always a sight to see, but to have it in the form of rescuing one of his important students, one he had so much history with, makes this moment a lot better than it was on paper. Now, like the previous featured moment, all it took was a few seconds for the heroes to go to work, this time quickly disabling everyone in sight while showcasing some of their amazing powers. In a flash, the whole apartment's being contained, and it's just a testament to the heroes' teamwork and how they took this operation with every inch of preparation. A preemptive attack done so effectively, we even get to see All Might have his little moment with Bakugo there.
ごめんな。もう大丈夫だ少年。
怖くねえよ。余裕でくそ。
And if you're enjoying the video, why not hit the like button up there? A like will help YouTube recommend more videos like this to you, and it will help my channel do well as well. It only takes a few seconds, and it'll make me very happy, and will tell me that you like these kind of videos, so thank you so much for your help. We come back with some Magi goodness. How about Sinbad's entrance with the Seven Seas Alliance?
7階連合の金属機使いたちか。
金属機使い? Best ending to an episode ever? You know, it's somewhat of a hardcore with Magi because just before this moment, we have the Co-Empire nobles making their big entrance to help Aladdin and friends. They didn't disappoint either, making quick work of most enemies and easily fodderizing them. It's just that they had to run into pretty much an invincible opponent, which prompted this entrance. For so long, we've heard of the Seven Seas Alliance. We know they're there and that they're strong, but this is the first time we get to see them. The hype was off the charts to see the leaders all go into their djinn equips, with the finishing touch being Sinbad dealing what seemed to be a decisive blow to complete the entrance. And the best part of it, the speech he did to cap off the sequence. The conviction in his voice blending well with the soothing and mystical feel of the Ed theme's first few beats. One of the best cliffhangers in shonen anime, and it's in Magi. Next up, let's give a shout out to Attack on Titan.
Krista, みんなも下がって。あとは私たちに任せて。ミカサ!
Attack on Titan's coming back to wrap things up, so let's welcome it with a feature on this list. The series is rife with blood-pumping entrances and flashy twists in fights, but if we're talking about group entrances, I'd like to give some love to the Survey Corps saving Krista. Krista was on the verge of being eaten before Mikasa jumps in to save the day, and along with her, the rest of the Survey Corps. I've always loved Attack on Titan in terms of the execution of pivotal moments, and the way the atmosphere was set up here was nothing short of awesome. The silence, Mikasa's reassuring words, then the Titans all falling in short order as the rest of the crew make easy work of them sure did a great job in playing with our emotions. And of course, there's always the exciting part seeing these Titans get demolished by the strongest defenders humanity has. Sure, it's just them fighting fodders, but that doesn't take away from the moment, especially when you're seated, immersed in the show, and watching with your full attention. Naruto's entrance with the toads finds its way to the list.
Naruto!
Naruto's always been a story about overcoming adversity, right? That even if everyone looks down on you, there's hope for you to come around and become the hero with just a little bit of hard work, some talent, and an unrelenting determination. One of the strongest moments that build to that theme is Naruto becoming Konoha's savior, and he started everything with what has now become an iconic entrance. That pose has truly become legendary, hasn't it? And him coming back to save everyone was a moment that sent chills down every fan's spine. Naruto may have been a polarizing show in its heyday, but when it comes to drive a point home and make a moment look epic and important, it hits a home run on those, and this one is no exception. You just knew that business is about to pick up when you saw Naruto with the toads, standing tall and ready to fight pain. The fight itself is likewise epic, but we'll save that one for another time. While Naruto's entrance got us hyped for a confrontation, here's Shanks doing the opposite.
この戦争を終わらせに来た。
Shanks just did the impossible. While it seems that the Marineford War is an inevitability, the guy puts an end to it by just appearing with his crew, which has become a thing of legend. I really love this moment because you can feel its impact so much with how Oda plotted everything out. The timing of the group entrance is perfect, and it pairs so well with the heroic save that came beforehand. And then the chef's kiss, just look at how everyone's scared shitless, while Shanks looks like he's totally in control of the situation. I mean, it's really hard to imagine someone like freaking Akainu being stopped so easily by this mere appearance. And there's Blackbeard stopping too. Blackbeard! This is only one part of a great arc, but it's one that I'll always remember. Sure, it's not at the top of the list of memorable moments with the arc being such an emotional roller coaster, but as far as group entrances are, this is one of the best ones, with or without my bias for One Piece.
まだ暴れ足りない奴がいるのなら来い俺たちが相手をしてやる
And that concludes my list for best group entrances in shonen anime. I hope you enjoyed watching this one, and I hope that the list brought back some nostalgic memories for you, or that you're now going to go and check out these shows. If you're up for more lists like this, make sure to check out the channel. I upload videos multiple times a week, so you'll have a lot of lists to go through. Thanks a lot for watching, and here's to an even better 2023. I'll see you next time.